Team Happy and Fit, what is up? It is Julianne. I am the founder of Team Happy and Fit. If we have not met, hello. Like, I want to meet. I think it's super cool and super rad that you're here. I have taken, 6 weeks off of these best practices calls. However, it has been phenomenal. It has been super fun to watch so many leaders on Happy and Fit. By the way, leadership is a mindset, it's not a rank. So if you feel like you have something to say, by the way, everyone doing life is relevant, especially if you're on the path to growth. You always have something to share, and it helps you in your leadership when you just step up and say yes. That is what I did when I first became a coach. I would shake on these calls, and I just would do it, and it made me better. Trina was like, you speak too fast. And so when I started presenting, I got better because of how she mentored me. But it wasn't so much about the content, but the confidence it gave me to step up as a leader in this business. So if there's any piece of advice that I could give you, it's that, like, say yes, go for it. Do a live on your page if you haven't. I just did a coach sneak peek on my Facebook live. And you know what I talked about in the sneak peek? It was 16 minutes. I talked about the 4 vital behaviors. I said, hey, if you can do these 4 things, you would crush this business. Hey, if you can get behind these 4 things, you would be an amazing coach. And then I didn't just share the vital behaviors and list them off. I shared my personal experience with them. I talked about what it's like, when I actually talked about inviting, and I was like, this is a scary thing for some coaches because they don't want to be salesy. And I just talked about that, how we invite and what it's actually like. And it's that whole thing and concept of what you thought Beachbody was and what it actually is. I think a lot of people who see pictures of these Zooms on your stories think we talk about fitness. This is so much cooler than that, right? We talk about mindset. We talk about what our limitations are and how to break through them. We talk about not comparing, and we celebrate each other. We talk about victories. We talk about so many things. We don't just talk about fitness. We are so much more than fitness and nutrition. And how can we share and show that with people? So this is what I'm going to ask of you tonight. I love that your screens are on. That means a lot to me. It does, because I feel like I'm with you. I actually go back and check all the recordings. That probably freaks you out. Don't worry, it's fine. I didn't brush my teeth. We're transparent here. But I love to see your body language. I always want to get better as a leader, and I'm like, ooh, they weren't into that. Ooh, they were into that. They took notes on that, right? I love to go back and look. So thanks for having your screen on. Get a paper and pen. We are going to be talking about all things income. Some of it might be really confusing, but we just have to start the conversation. Just like Beachbody might have been confusing to you, and now you're getting the hang of it, the income, the compensation plan might be a little bit like that, but let's just start the conversation. Let's just start thinking about it. Let's start treating this like a business, and trust me when I say, you'll get better as time goes. You'll understand it. I have been studying the comp plan like insanely the last 4 months, and I've been doing this for 5 years, and I feel like I have it nailed down. And so my hope tonight is just to open up your mindset of the potential of what you could do in this, break things down for you, and then set some goals along the way. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And let's go ahead and get this party started. Real fast in the chat, I will look at the chat a little bit later, but can you write where you are watching this from? Where are you currently? What state? What city? It'll be fun to see some connections on the Zoom, see where everyone is from. I love being able to build a business that is from everywhere, right? We get to help people. Am I recording? Yes, I am. Okay, that just would have been so weird of me to not record. Okay, Team Happy and Fit and guests, let's go ahead and talk about maximizing income. Real fast, here are some announcements. It is September, and I want to say congratulations to those who have gone Emerald again. Emily is crushing it. She is super close to Diamond. Her goal is to get to that diamond retreat in Philly. Amazing. Kim Meyer, I just saw that you went Emerald again, and I did not update the board. Super excited for you. Holly, the Condias have it going on. Lauren and Jill, way to get it. This is what I want you to write down. Close the freaking gap. And what I mean by that, I keep repeating myself, but I think that there's strength in repetition. Close the gap. People are watching you and they're confused. Confused people walk away. Confused people continue to watch. Confused people will not join you. So how can you close the gap? How can you take a Zoom like this, talk about it on your stories, and simplify it for people? How can you say, oh, we talk more about mindset. We're a sisterhood. We are connected. We're working on life goals, not just fitness goals and nutrition goals. We really talk about how to maximize our life. We really talk about how to get better in life. And this is how. I really encourage you after this call to take a picture of the crew and then talk exactly about what we talked about. Talk about the income. Talk about how I love that there's no secrets in this business. I love that we all collaborate and we all want each other to win. Isn't that so rare? We really want everyone to win in this. We are doing workout tag and it has been so much fun. And this is what I'm going to encourage you to do. All roads lead to coaching. I'm going to always say that. All roads lead to coaching. Everyone you're tagging, they don't know that you're a part of a team with them. They just think it's you're high-fiving someone in your gym, right? You're not. This is your team. This is your crew. The reason why all roads lead to coaching, who's on this call right now? Coaches. Who are we going to Philadelphia with? Coaches, right? Who have you made long-lasting friendships with in this business? Coaches. So when you're doing workout tag, talk about the team. Talk about this is a business. Talk about these are people who you link arms with in life, not just fitness. Talk about how these are people you've only met because of this business. Talk about how you getting healthy in every areas of life is your business. Talk about, right? Talk about how you get to cheer each other on in life, and that's the business, that's the team. We are a team-based business, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about this later, but there are a lot of people who do this business solo. There are a lot of people who do other businesses solo. What makes this business, this team so incredible is that it's team-based, and that helps you income-wise, that helps you confidence-wise, that helps you socially, right? It is so awesome we get to build a team together. Talk more about the team. I am telling you, the best part is the team, and the best part of the compensation plan, by the way, a win-win, is the team. So if you want to grow your team, what do you think you should talk about more? The team. This is something that I talk about every single day in some capacity, even if I share a workout picture, because I want to go from this, I'm inspiring, to I'm credible. It's not just me on this journey. I'm linking arms with a lot of people who are successful in this journey. I haven't just lost 35 pounds. 10 other people have lost 35 pounds, right? I want you to talk more about the team. I tell you what, if you want to grow your team, you have got to talk about it more. Facebook is not dead. I hope this excites some of you. I hope this rejuvenates some of you. I hope that you realize that it's going on. And by the way, every time someone posts to their stories, I get a notification. Stories is where it's going on Facebook. What I do is I record all of my stories on Instagram and I save it and then I upload it to my personal page. I also have a business page on Facebook. My brother has been doing Zooms once a month, sharing with us the benefits of creating a business page. We're not going to get into that, but Facebook isn't dead. I'm going to pull a Gary V on this one. We cannot blame social media for our lack of goal setting. We cannot blame social media for us not hitting our goals. We cannot blame social media because we're frustrated by our followers, our interactions. We didn't hit our business goals because of social media. First and foremost, social media is a free platform where you get to build an insane business. You can build a 6-7-figure business. Hey, you know what? Even if you want to make $100 extra a week, you can do that through a free social media platform. We cannot get mad at social media. We have got to be thankful for social media that you can legitimately be on a computer right now from your home, coffee shop, on vacation, and build a freaking empire with a free platform. That is really awesome. Back in the day, everyone had to go door to door. I don't know about you, not into that. I'm so not into that. I'm such a homebody. And I'm an outgoing introvert. I would die. Like straight up, the face would be just full red all the time. I would stumble over my words. I love that we're able to use social media to build an empire. That is amazing. We cannot get frustrated at it. The goals for this month of September, Success Club and Emerald. Emerald is adding 2 or more coaches a month, or we're going to also, I always think it's really important to get 2 new coaches a month. Like, new blood is everything. New blood rejuvenates you. New blood gives you excitement in your business, right? But also, even if you have 2 inactive coaches go active, count that and let me know. Success Club. If you're not into Success Club, then let's not blame the Success Club thing. Let's just talk about a different metric then. Help someone with something. Figure out what that is. I think that Success Club and Emerald are the easiest ways, because I'm like, oh, help at least 3 people with the challenge pack. Oh, help at least 2 coaches get signed up this month. It's a metric that is so ingrained in my brain. I've hit it 62 months in a row, right? Emerald is what grew my business to what it is now. That wash, rinse, repeat. So for you, if you're like, man, I'm going to help 10 people with a 3-month trial of BOD in a tub of Energize, you need to set the metric and you need to hit it. The reason I like Success Club and Emerald is because I hit it, because I have the metric set. So just set a metric and then go for it. Build your business. We're doing Ironman Your Business and Team Rockstar Fit. Basically, it's setting a goal by the end of the year. What are you going to sacrifice? Lauren Lundberg sent me a message. Lauren, can you unmute yourself and share what you said to me today? It like made my whole day.
Okay, so I was watching Netflix last night, and I was watching The Walking Dead, and I thought of Julianne, because when she started coaching, or I guess like towards the beginning of her coaching career, she would try to connect with people who are watching The Walking Dead. And I was like, isn't that so funny that that was like her market, that she was searching those people, and that ended up being her sacrifice because she got rid of Netflix.
Yeah, I did. And if you go into our living room, we don't have a TV. Isn't that crazy? It's so crazy. We still watch shows and things like that, but Lauren remembered that because I talked about that. I made sacrifices. What are you willing to sacrifice? I don't know about all of you. I sacrifice football on Sundays. I freaking love football. Now I have a really thriving business to where football is back in my life. Like now, it is such a treat for me to watch football on Sundays with my family, but I remember building my business on Sundays because I was so busy as a teacher. By the way, all teachers are busy, not just you. And I was willing to build my business. So what are you willing to sacrifice, and what are you going to do about it? A lot of people are talking the talk. Oh, I want to go Emerald. I'll do it eventually. Oh, I want to go Diamond. Like, get it done. I believe in you so much. Get it done. There's a diamond retreat happening in Philadelphia. I don't know about you, but I'm so excited to climb the Rocky stairs. Like, it's just like in my brain. I'm so stoked about it. And I would love for you to be there. We're going to be doing a lot of amazing fun things, and it would be so great to have Team Happy and Fit representing. I know there are a lot of us going, and so I am so excited about that. I wanted to share this with you because we're talking about income. My now sponsor, this is not my original sponsor when I got started. That's another thing too, is it is not up to your sponsor or you saying that for success. Like, it is not your sponsor's responsibility for what you do in this business, because if that would have been the case for me, I would not be here. My sponsor is no longer working this business, and I was on a dead leg, and I just decided to go all in. So then I have a new sponsor, and her name is Sarah Morrison, and I just wanted to show you her income progression, because everything Sarah has done, I've been able to do. Because she shared and showed with me what she's done, I've done. When she went elite, I was like, oh, Sarah went elite, I can go elite. And I did 3 times. So she's been coaching longer than me too. I think she's been in this 8 years. I've been in it 5. So she's been in it 3 extra years. She has more skin in the game than I do. I feel like I'm a new coach, to be honest. Like, even though I've been in this for 5 years, I haven't even reached the surface yet. I'm so excited. She, in July 2013, made $2,900. How many of you would love to make that in a month? Like, isn't that just freaking phenomenal? But let's go ahead and look at what she made last month. $29,000. That is real. That is so flipping real. And how inspiring is that? If Sarah can do it, you can do it. I remember hearing that on a Zoom. That changed the game for me 4.5 years ago when I was on a Zoom and Trina and Sarah said, Julianne, if we can do it, you can do it. And I saw them, and guess what they were doing? They were sharing their best practices. What is this called? A best practice. I just believed so much in the potential because it doesn't play favorites. It's not just, oh, the top 200 coaches can earn $29,000. By the way, Sarah was not elite last year. Elite doesn't mean you're going to make $29,000. Just so you know. Eric and I had a really big month last month. First of all, my first paycheck was $32, and it was my mom. So, like, yay. I just was like, I need a win. I need a quick win. For you coaches who are on, who are new, you need a win. Sign up your spouse. That is going to be my number one tip. And then help someone get started with something. For me, it was my mom. And then July 2019, we made over $12,000 in 1 month. We are super proud. We're growing. We're excited. But I built this from the bottom up. I built this from the ground up. It was just me, myself, and I, and I'll show you that and show you that example in a second. So there are 3 aspects to building an income in this business, or 2 aspects, I should say. Some of you on this call, you're like, oh, it's fun to be a part of a team. I really like the workouts and bod, and sometimes that's just all you see. And I really want to speak to you, but I also want to speak to those who are nervous to invite to the team and they're kind of playing small. I really want to show you that you don't have to dim your light, that you can still be massively impactful. You can massively help people and still rock your journey without sacrificing family. You would have to sacrifice some things, yes, but it's not maybe what you think. Okay. And I really want to speak to those who want to go all the way in. So if you're on this call, you're here for your journey. And I'm so excited about that. You're inspiring. You're walking the walk. You really believe in the company. You believe in what Beachbody has to offer. And we offer, honestly, health and wellness, and we offer a lifestyle where it's not a quick fix. This is something that I should put the income disclaimer, right? Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success. That's financially and honestly, even physically and mentally, right? So it's great, like you're here, but I need you to understand something. By you rocking your own journey, you can help others too. And I don't know why a lot of women struggle with this. It's a mindset thing for sure, and that's why personal development needs to be your number one thing. If you're playing small, if you're waiting like for something to happen and then you're going to do something, I feel like you're playing small. Go all in. Like, what do you have to lose? You have everything to gain. You're either afraid of rejection or you're afraid of not being successful. Well, you not going for it is already determining that. So I say you beat the odds. I say you go for it. So helping others by sharing your story, a lot of people get commission, and that's helping others get started. But I want to take this a step further because the best part of the compensation plan is building a team. And there is nothing bad about that. This is a team-based business. The team is my favorite part. I lead with it. It is my favorite thing. This call, right? It is a team-based business. If I didn't say yes to it and I didn't put myself out there and I didn't invite people to the team, we wouldn't be on this call. There is no shame in it, and you have to get rid of that. I think my best offer is this team, and that is what I lead with. So building a team, inviting to more than health. You're inviting to mindset. You're inviting to confidence. You're inviting to self-love. You're inviting to vacation. You're inviting to friendship. You're inviting to freedom. Do you know how much like this income can change people's lives, including your own? Maybe you don't need this for the income. Man, it can help so many other people. That's what I was thinking of, like, I have to go diamond because I need to help other people go emerald, because when they go emerald, they're going to ignite their business, right? I have to go 5-star because if I go 5-star, that means 5 other women on my team are going to go diamond, and they're going to go from a $14 cycle to an $18 cycle. I need to do that. So inviting to the team, I'm going to break this down a little bit. Emerald, diamond, and star diamond. This is when you start tapping into the best part of the compensation plan, which is team cycle bonuses. And team cycle bonuses, well, first and foremost, when you're just inviting to, let's just say, a challenger, you get bonuses and commissions off of challenge packs. And that can range from 38, you can make $38 to $150 in retail, which is cool. But if you really want residual income in this, you have to take it a step farther. Every product we have, there's commission tied to it. So if you are just doing this one thing, commission-based business, I think it's a self-based business. It's just you. But let's go in this in the really cool thing. A team cycle bonus is a team-based business. For every $300 made in your organization, you will get paid from Beachbody. For every roughly $300 of product that is ever bought in your entire downline, Beachbody has money, and they are saying, hey, we'll give you $14 for every $300, or if you're a diamond, $18. So that is for everybody on this call. It's not just for me. You, my friend, are at the top of your own business. I'm at the top of my own business. Beth is at the top of her own business. Leah is at the top of her own business. Kim is at the top of her own business. Lauren is at the top of her own business. So from Lauren, right? And then her organization. Whatever Lauren's organization makes, for every $300, Beachbody is saying, hey, we have money, we will pay you. Because guess what? Everyone is purchasing through Beachbody. I have someone who got the free trial today. She purchased through Beachbody. She put me as her coach. And because she got BOD, that renewal, Beachbody is going to give me money because of her order. And that is how this is not a pyramid scheme. It all goes through Beachbody, and Beachbody has these different pots of money. Why wouldn't you tap into it when you believe in this so much? Here's the deal. You need 3 beliefs if you want to tap into this. A belief in the company. Guess what? What we offer is a lifestyle. Real fitness, real results, real nutrition. Beachbody has done a phenomenal job of crafting and creating a lifestyle that works. It fuels people. It is healthy. It gets them results. You have to believe in the team. And what I mean by that, and that's not from Beachbody. The team is not from Beachbody. The team is from all of you, from me, our heart, our armor, everything we link together, our mindsets, what we learn, how we're growing. We've made the team culture. Beachbody didn't teach us how to make this team. We made it. You've got to believe that the team is the most best thing of this. I think it really is. The friendship is amazing, right? This is our best offer. And then you have to believe in yourself. Trina says you have got to become your biggest cheerleader. You have got to believe without a shadow of a doubt that you can do this. And that's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of personal development, and that's going to take a lot of consistency. How many of you were hesitant for Beachbody because you didn't think at-home workouts would work for you? You're not motivated enough. You never got results before. The gym didn't work for you before, so why in the heck would this, right? There's no way you could show up consistently. Well, guess what? You did, and you have, and you are. You proved to yourself that you could, right? Isn't that a lot of power that you prove to yourself? That's something you should really talk about as well on your social media. For me, I didn't have time, quote unquote, to get to the gym. Or let's just say I didn't want to go to the gym after a long day of teaching. That was the last thing I wanted to do in the middle of February. My Wisconsin people, you so get me on that one. It is freaking cold. These home workouts, I did in my classroom, and I showed up for that. You've got to believe in yourself. So when I first started, this is amazing, and I'm so excited about this. So if you look here, retail commission, I made $64.96, and this was for 1 week. You have to understand something. I made $900 as a teacher every 2 weeks. Getting an extra $64 this is my groceries. Right? Like, this is gas. This is a blessing this was like, right? A week. Are you kidding me? That is amazing. And this $64 came from 2 customers. One bought the 21-day fix base kit, and another one bought the triple combo pack of Shakeology, which I think was my mother. Right? So I made $64. So amazing. That is freedom to me. Coach status, if you look here, I didn't make a team cycle. Team cycle only starts at Emerald. Do you see how many zeros are here? I'm going to show you a different paycheck and why this matters. $64 based on the customers. So coach status, you pay the monthly business fee. By the way, it's $16 a month. Do you know we've got to really start working our mindsets here. That business fee is not just a credit card charge. That is handling payroll. That is handling shipment. That is handling orders. That is handling returns. That is handling any kind of mess up for customer service. Like, that monthly business fee is running your entire organization, your entire business. It is amazing. The fact that I have a six-figure business all ran on $16 a month, freaking awesome. I have friends here in Silicon Valley that are doing startups that had to invest alone $500,000 into just starting their business. Let's not even talk about their websites they've had to create, thousands and thousands of dollars just to have their business operate. Crazy, right? Like, you start in the hole. With this, you don't. That $16 is everything. With getting commission, you can be inactive and active. You're commission-based and you're a self-business. Let's see what this actually looked like. So 6/25/2014, this is right here, this 315, that was just my PV. Write this down. PV is personal orders, right? That is either my order of Shakeology and my customer's orders of something. So PV is my order and a customer order. And that's where that number comes from. Every product has volume attached to it, and that is where that 315 came from. When you look in your back office a little bit later, you can see right here that I have organization. This is my left leg right here, and this is my right leg right here. If you notice, there's 0, 0, 0, 0. I was not Emerald yet. Then you look at this 45 on 7/2/2014. That must have been right when I became Emerald. Or I added one coach, not Emerald. I added one coach. And I got volume, and that's called TV, team volume. So that went on my left leg. And then if you look on my right leg, 0. Can you see right where I went Emerald? I have a 35 and 35. This is my organization. These are coaches now. This right here, the 705, my orders and customer orders, not coaches. So this is part of a paycheck that we got a little bit ago, and I need you to understand something. This one is because I was Emerald and beyond. I'm an active status. I'm building a piggy bank. I'll explain that in a second. And I got a team cycle, eventually a matching bonus, all because I decided to become a diamond coach. Rank matters. I'm going to write that and say that always. Rank matters. And this is a team-based business. So if you will look right here in commission, $0. $0 from my orders and customer orders. This is the ultimate goal. Subscription commission, this is BOD. These are people renewing their BOD. I made $133 that week. And by the way, all of my coaches who have quit this business and have helped customers with BOD, I now get their subscriptions, their orders. That's pretty awesome. Bummer for those coaches who quit because they couldn't see the vision in the long run. I always saw the vision in the long run. I've never ran this business on temporary feelings because it is a freaking roller coaster ride. I've always built this business with vision, looking ahead, working through the tough, right? Showing up when it's inconvenient, which is a lot of the times. This is what I want you to see. Team bonus, over $1,600 in a week. By the way, we have 3 business centers. This is a paycheck from 1. We get paid with 3. If you have a spouse, you have 2 business centers you can get paid on. As soon as you get to 2-star, you get to re-sign up as yourself, number 2. And then you can start making a 3rd way to earn money in this business. A matching bonus happens when you start at Diamond, and any of your Emerald coaches who make a team cycle, which is freaking awesome, right? Your PS coaches who make a team cycle, Beachbody says, we'll give them their team cycle. Nothing comes from that team cycle. They get that full team cycle, right? But we'll also give that sponsor coach 10%. Beachbody's like, we'll match that. So for example, if I made $1,600 in this team cycle bonus, Sarah Morrison, my sponsor, Beachbody paid her $169 because of my team cycle. Well, guess what? I'm not Sarah's only PS coach. That's Emerald or above. Could you imagine what her matching cycle might have been? So here's a matching bonus of $187. This could have been from 15 of my PS coaches that have gone Emerald. Pretty rad, right? It's all coming from Beachbody. So I get a matching bonus. Lauren, I sponsor her. So I got a 10% of her team cycle from Beachbody, right? But the cool thing about Lauren's paycheck, because she's Diamond and Star Diamond, Beachbody's giving her a matching bonus of any of her Emerald coaches. This compensation plan is open for anybody. Why wouldn't you go for it, in my opinion? A fast start bonus. This is a coach signing up with the challenge pack. By the way, this one paycheck, I had 3 total that week, right, with Eric. It was actually $2,500. Reason being is because I've been in the top 200 for the last 3 years, elite. Beachbody gives me $500 a month for hitting elite every time I'm a paid 5-star. I have not missed that all year. So additionally, this year I'm going to make $6,000 extra dollars just because I was elite. Pretty rad. This is the difference in, you guys saw and remember the zeros and then the 35 and 35. Remember, this is your organization, right? These are what some of these numbers look like now. So you can see the difference. And I'm going to show you how this is made. This is right, this column is my orders and customer orders. On this right here, this left and this right are the organization's personal orders and customer orders, not mine, the teams. So anyone on this call, your orders, right, and your customer orders, then Beachbody's like, hey, because you're building a team-based business, we have this pot of money, this compensation plan. Julianne, we're going to pay them whatever they earned themselves, and we're going to pay you as well. This is where the team cycle comes from. Another way to get paid in this business is becoming 2-star and getting a special bonus. You get this for 2-star, 10-star, and 15-star. In April, whoever was a 2-star, 5-star, 10-star, or 15-star earned money. So for example, a 15-star diamond quarterly got $55,000 in one paycheck just because they were 15-star. That was it, just because you're 15-star. In April, because I was not just 2-star, I was also 7-star. So I got a 5-star bonus of not just $2,400, also the $900. So we got about $3,400, a little less than that, $3,400 just because we were 7-star. We are 3 coaches away from 9-star. Cool. 3. If I help one of my another PS go diamond, I will qualify for that 10-star bonus, and in one paycheck quarterly could get $11,000. This is not how I would build your business in the sense of you just want to get a star bonus, but it's a bonus and it's awesome for when that happens. Rank does matter, but what I really want you to understand is the income potential, because I know you knew there was commission, maybe team cycle, but you need to know beyond that. There's so much more to this compensation plan. This is just a bonus in my opinion, like an extra. It's pretty rad, but you can make a significant income by just being diamond, right? and 2-star, 1-star, whatever. So this is where this matters. This is in one organization. I sponsor probably a total of 100 PS coaches. So total, this is just one business center. Eric and I, between our 3 business centers, sponsor around 100 PS coaches. I've been doing this for 5 years. I'm not a huge heavy recruiter. I really do believe one coach turns into 30, and it freaking has. And I lived by that. So I want you to understand the significance of this. It was just me, myself, and I, just like it was you, yourself, and I. You were at the top of your own business. You have to decide what to do with it. I decided to do something with this. So it was just me, and then I went Emerald. So then I had 2 personally sponsored coaches in this section right here. What that's turned into is this. In this business center, I have 64 personally sponsored coaches. Those 64 personally sponsored coaches have 521 coaches because of them. So one of my PS coaches turned into, Lauren, how many PS coaches do you think you have in your first business center?
I think about 24.
So, and you know what? Lauren is on a major strong leg. So she just focuses on her second CBC and just builds, right? So Lauren turned into 24 PS coaches. Does that make sense? Not PS coaches, sorry. Lauren turned into 24 additional coaches. Do you see that? I went deep with Lauren. By the way, Lauren and I are friends. I'm talking business with you guys, but you've got to know my heart. I think that this is freaking awesome. The fact that Lauren can stay home with Kenzie, pretty kick-ass. I invest everything into this team because I want you to have more choices. I want you to pay off debt. I don't want you to have elephant on your chest. I want you to have more experiences. I just saw Danny is going to go to Disneyland. I want all of that for you. I want you to decide, oh, I can go to Philly. It doesn't matter. I can just get a ticket today. If you have a sick family member across the country, I want you to be able to be like, no problem, I can book that ticket. I want you to be able to, by the way, the best thing you can do for a new mama is send her food. I'm not kidding. DoorDash is amazing. I don't know about you Iowans, if that's even possible, but maybe a local pizzeria, we'll go with that. How cool would it be if you could just call a local pizza place and then have pizza delivered to a new mama so she doesn't have to worry about food for that night, and it can come from your Beachbody paycheck and it's not an extra burden on your family. Things like that. That's what I really want for this team, to be able to bless more people and to be able to live with more choices. I never lead this team to quit your job. I lead this team to have more choices. And if that is to quit your job, awesome. So 64 PS coaches in this business center turned into 1,100 coaches. You do not have to do all the legwork. And in most businesses, you do. The way this compensation plan works is that you need to work. You need to put in the work. You need to show up. You need to go Emerald, right? That is what I've done. That is exactly what I continue to do. But then it compounds. The first book I ever read with coaching was The Compound Effect. And that is why I knew not to quit this. I knew it was going to be huge, and it has. My decision to help one coach get started and go deep with them has turned into over 1,100 coaches. By the way, people quit all the time. I think we were at 1,120 yesterday. Just to show you, it goes down, it dips, it goes up, it does whatever. The first time, I remember this, January 1st, 2016, I had a total of 100 coaches in my entire organization. I'll never forget it. January 1st, 2016, I had 100 total coaches in my entire organization. Pretty rad, right? How you can find that is that when you log into beachbody.com, go into your coach office. To the left, it will say dashboard. You'll see profile team. That is what you'll click, and this is exactly what you'll see. You might see 000. That's what I would have seen when I first got started. You might be on a dead leg. You might, but I'm proof that you can do this. So I'm not going to feel sorry for you. And then 2, maybe you're not. Maybe you have 0 personally sponsored coaches, but you have 200 people in your organization. This makes me want to, I I don't want to be that aggressive. It just makes me want to say you're like magnificently blessed and that you're taking this for granted and that you have people in your organization and you are sitting on money and you are sitting on a huge blessing that people would wish to have. That's a nicer way to put that, right? So it starts with you, then it starts with you and a coach, and then another coach of yours, and then another coach, right? You plus your coach, and then you're going to go deep with your coach, and you're going to help them help a coach get started, right? And that's how the compound effect works. Now, my first, 12 coaches are not working this business, most likely, besides Lauren. So it took me not stopping. And that's what a lot of diamond coaches do. That's what a lot of emerald coaches do. They sign up, they get to their rank, and they stop. That wasn't me. I always stayed in phase 1. Help 2 new coaches get started each month minimum. Help 2 coaches a minimum, right? And I just kept on going even when I hit my metrics, because then it turned into you, your PS, and then their PS, and then their PS, and then beyond. And then it's crazy, and it's so awesome, and it's a big blessing. So I actually went back and I looked at an old board. By the way, a lot of these coaches are not here. And I set goals with my team. How do you get your team to do anything? First and foremost, it starts with you. You've got to do something. You've got to make a decision here. You've got to decide to do this, right? That's what I did. I'm only speaking from experience. I'm not trying to be like all up on you in your business. I'm just saying if you do want this as a business, it has to start with you. And so for me, how did I get my organization, not just my coaches, to do something? I set goals. Let's try to hit 140 Success Club points, right? We're at 90, if you can see. And then I just tracked it. I tracked my entire organization. So digging into your downline matters, not just your PS. So if you are that person and you have 2 PS and you have a downline of 200, my suggestion for you is to figure out who those 200 are. My suggestion for you is to figure out who those people are, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So recognize all Success Club. I'll show you how to do that. Recognize all TV. I'll show you how to do that. TV is team volume. That was in those columns. Recognize all rank. That happens, right? Chandra just went diamond. Jill's 1-star qual. I know these things. Like that's Kim Meyer's coach, right? I know these things. Friend request coaches who are part of your organization. Yes, you didn't sign them up. Maybe your coach didn't even sign them up. It's like deep down. Get to know these people. It's amazing. Shout coaches out. This is huge. You don't have to do it publicly. You can do it through a message thread. Like you can just do it wherever, but recognize these people are contributing. I hope more than anything, you know how much I root for you. I hope more than anything, you know how much I'm in your corner. And it's because you matter. Like you matter to me, not just because of income, but because of life. I love that we get to choose life together. And the thing is Team Happy and Fit is such a delicate piece of my soul that I don't want just everybody a part of Team Happy and Fit. I want the right people a part of Team Happy and Fit. And I feel like the way I can have that happen is for me to get to know people on Happy and Fit, right? And encourage them and befriend them and root for them and champion them and teach them and show them how there's potential and vision. But it all starts with you. So we're going to start tracking our business. And we're going to set goals in our business. And we're going to understand the numbers and where they come from in our business. I just shared and showed with you the compensation plan, right? And a brief overview of what that looks like on my journey. So there's this Wednesday worksheet is what it's called. And if you can see, this post is from December 17th, 2015. I had just left my full-time teaching job. So this is a very powerful post that I found. I was in a group, and it's called TLC. I don't know if some of you remember this. And I went back, and I'm like, oh my gosh, we got to do this. It was amazing. And I started tracking my business. And I said this, I will update my info soon. Last night was insane in the best way possible. Zoomed with potentials, Zoomed with coaches, held a sneak peek, hit Success Club 10, and stayed up until midnight. Loved the grind the whole time. And even crushed my workout this morning. I legitimately couldn't fall asleep because I was so excited. And I jumped out of bed this morning. This business is the best. What you may not know is that next year, 2016, so what, 15 days later, that year, we went from diamond and advanced 6 diamonds that next year. I tracked my business. I started to understand my business. I set income goals with my business, and I started massively recognizing my entire organization. I dug deep with people, right? And that's how we did that. I just thought that was really special on how I found that. So this Wednesday worksheet is this, and I uploaded it. Kim and I worked on this. We put it together, and then some TLC by some other people. And we put this together because this is how we started. This is how we started to track our business. And you can do this every Wednesday. The reason you would do this every Wednesday is because your numbers are the highest in your back office on Wednesdays. Reason being is the pay week starts from Thursday to Wednesday night. So your volume, your team volume is at its highest with orders, and then you get paid the following week based on that week. That was probably a little bit confusing, but you'll get it. So on Wednesdays, that's why we would track this. So instead of winging your business and saying, oh, I would love to make $1,000 a month. No. Like, let's actually figure out what that actually means. So what would your monthly income goal be? And your why. And your why is really important. And the reason your why is important is because when you're tired and you haven't gotten your reach outs out yet, you think about your why and you go, I've got to get 10 out no matter what. When you're feeling like you want to binge watch TV instead of work your business, you've got to go to your why, and you have to figure out why it is that you want this. And then we set the goal. I am going to be teaching in the collab on how to specifically do this, but what's really cool about this worksheet is that we have it all down for you. I believe in your ability to figure out how to follow instructions. So weekly team cycle, how to figure out what your legs are and what money and income you're going to make. So for example, if I were to go to my business, let's see here, this was in the beginning. Let's go to, oh, well, let's see if this works. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Okay, here we go. So say we're going to go to, let's go to this week. Let's go to 3/21/18. So remember, this left leg, this is my entire organization. This right here, this 157 is my orders plus customer orders, right? If I were to click this, you can see that Laura got a 3-month billing bod, right? Rachel got Shakeology, Jacqueline got Beachbody On Demand, and Courtney got Shakeology. So that's a customer order, if that makes sense. This is the team order. So if I were to click this 5,000, this is how I'd find TV. I want to see who is a top contributor to this left leg. So right here, Nikki Touch, she has 306, and that is her personal orders and her customers' personal orders, not mine. Morgan Brill, 294, right, for this week alone. The reason it says my name is because I have another business center. I signed myself up almost as a coach again, right? I did sign myself up as a coach again when I went to start in my organization. So I would recognize the top of these people on this leg. Then I would go to the other leg. Oh, shoot. We'll just click here. I don't know where it was. And then I would click TV once, click TV twice, only because it makes it in order. So it goes strongest to or highest to lowest. So Kim Myers right there. So on this week, I'd be like, Kim Meyer, you're freaking crushing it. 249, like, way to go, helping yourself, your own journey, and you're helping customers. Can you tell me a best practice? Can you tell me what you're doing to help people? That's something I would message her, or I'd make a graphic, right? But I try to do my top 100. Anyone with 100 or more, I recognize them on a board. But you might have a smaller organization, and so if you have people with 90, typically that's their own Shakeology order. What I would do is I would send them a message and be like, hey, how's your journey going? How's your fitness going? Like, I like, what program are you doing, right? You're starting to build those relationships with those people. So in this worksheet, this is how you get to TV, where it says top volume producers. And that's how you find that. So Kim would be there, Nikki Touch would be there, Morgan Wright would be there. So I would do that for week 1. I want you to start tracking new coaches in your organization. And so when you're in your main coach online office, all the way on the left in the bottom, you'll see new coaches added. And I want you to write down the names of the new coaches that are added. I want you to pay attention to your new customers, right? And that are there. And then right here, I love this. I love seeing my personally sponsored category grow. Right? It's at 64 right now, I can tell you that. I can't wait for it to get to 70 in that business center. So each week I'm gonna watch it grow. Advancement team, that's your PSs. Then my favorite thing to watch is my organization grow. You saw 1,106. I know this number every day because I check it every day. I could tell you it was at 1,120 the other day. And then it's gone down, which is fine. I don't want people to do this if they just see it as a credit card charge. I want people to do this because it sets their soul on fire and they know this is the total solution, right? I want the right people in this organization. I want committed people in this organization. It's fine. People quit all the time. I'm not going to, because I don't run my business based on what someone else does. I run my business based on what I do, because I am my number one cheerleader. Can you say that? Are you willing to show up when everyone else quits? Are you willing to show up when you lose rank? Been there, done that, right? Are you willing to show up when your income goes down and up, down and up? In fact, let's look at my income going up and down, up and down. I'll show it to you in a second. Let's see here. So this is 1 week. If I go all the way back here, let's look at this. 4/12/2017. I had $673. My team bonus was, that's a creepy number, 666, right? Negative $64. If I would not have got a team bonus, I would have made negative money because someone returned something. It's happened, by the way. Let's go ahead and look on 8/13. I wrote some numbers down because I was like, what the heck? Look at this number. Look at this mug. Gotta look at this. Right here. $4.99. That is what I made in my business. But did you see what I just showed you? It's so easy to be like, oh yeah, I made $2,500 in one business center and we have 3. But this is the shit you've got to see, because this is the grind. I showed up. Let's look at the next week. So 8/13, let's look at the exact next week of that, right? So 8/13, let's go to the next week. What did I make? $122. If I would have quit after $4.99, I would not have made my first team cycle bonus of $14. I made $122 that next week. Let's look at the next week after that. $189. If I would have quit at $4.99, I would not have had this potential. Let's go look in the 15. $442. My team cycle bonus might only be $56 because that's how some people view it. I view it as freedom, because that $56 wouldn't have to exist. But based on our compensation plan, it does, because otherwise I just would have made $330 in a normal business plan, a normal commission, a normal business, right? This isn't normal, and this is what makes it amazing. Let's go ahead and look at a different date. $727. My team cycle bonus went from $0 to $14 to $56 to $414. Like, do you see the compound effect? But here's the deal. It started with me, myself, and I. I decided to go Emerald, but I decided to not stop at Emerald. I kept on going, and I kept on going, and I kept on going, and I still keep on going. So with this Wednesday worksheet, I really want you to understand this. Top Success Club producers, all of the instructions are right here. and it's going to be massively easy to figure out, but I really want you to understand this potential. It is amazing. This is the first time we've really gone in that much, but I want to continue to do that with our, hold on one second, with our journey. So real fast, are there any questions that you have or any comments? Did this open your eyes a little bit? Did you discover new things? Are you excited? I tell you what, it takes grit, and it takes a dream, and it takes a vision. I've never ran my business by how I currently feel, because sometimes I feel exhausted. Sometimes I feel defeated. Sometimes I feel whatever. I can't go based off of that. I have to go based off of, I'm just going to get better. I'm going to figure this out. Get to emerald. Get to freaking emerald. And do you know how you get to emerald? You get halfway to emerald. Take one step at a time. How do you get to diamond? You just help one coach get started at a time, because sometimes we can look at these goals and they can be so massively overwhelming. Husband and a best friend, husband and a mom, husband and someone. I went to someone's house with a coaching binder, sat down with her for 2 hours and talked through coaching. It's so embarrassing. It is so freaking embarrassing. How about, and she actually signed up. She's no longer here. I don't blame her. But here's the deal. If you actually want to tap into this part of the compensation plan, you've got to be willing to talk about the team more than you talk about fitness. You've got to, instead of knowing what your next workout is tomorrow, you need to know what your volume is. Instead of knowing exactly what new program is launching, you need to be more obsessed with your organization. You need to be more obsessed with doing your reach outs, more obsessed with doing invites than being obsessed with what's happening in the Beachbody world. You are not Beachbody. You're just backed up by them. You have $1 billion company backing you up. Last thing, I go to a stroller class, a mom class. It's amazing. My instructor is the coolest ever. I hope she joins our team. Jenny, if you're watching this, it's time. But here's the thing. She teaches fitness for 1 hour a day. Actually more, because I watch her stories and she's constantly training people. There's a girl in our class who's lost 8 pounds the last 2 weeks. As we were walking, she's like, I've lost 8 pounds thanks to you, Jenny. And Jenny's like, no, I don't feed you. I don't help you with nutrition. What have you been eating at home? And I thought, wow, I help people with nutrition. I help people with nutrition, not just fitness. And I don't help people with just fitness and nutrition. I help them with freedom and friendship. Like, it just like was full circle. I'm getting goosebumps because Jenny is amazing, but she just helps people with maybe friendship and fitness. We get to help people with it all. All these things you're distracted by. What is the stupid ketones thing? Yeah, ketone people, if you're watching this, it's stupid. It's unhealthy. Like, let's just be real about that, right? But like, that's not the total solution. Plus, where's the fitness? Where are your friends at? When you're looking at these other businesses people have, they don't have every realm of what we have. They have either just the nutrition part. They don't have the fitness part. That's not anywhere. Okay, tone it up. Let's just say that. They don't have the compensation plan. Tone it up is amazing. They have all the fangirls. Like, they have all the nutrition. They have all of that. They have the friendship, but they don't have the compensation plan. We legitimately have every category to real solutions for people's lives. And it is freaking amazing. It is 7:02. That is my bad. You all are incredible. Wednesday worksheet. It's uploaded in the Coach Collab. It's uploaded in Team Happy and Fit. You need to download it. You need to save it. And my encouragement is that you do it every Wednesday. I'll have accountability posts for it, and I will answer any questions that you have with it. I promise you that. But you have got to start tracking your numbers. I'm not trying to be all like this, like, but if you're being serious about your business, you've got to be serious about the numbers.